Hey everyone, Andang here for some more Lord of the Rings Online. Yes, it's once again that time to be making our way back into Middle-earth. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I am. Let's go ahead and hop on in to the Lord of the Rings Online. And when we last left off, we had a few virtues that we were increasing. We got Zeal, Valor, and Confidence all done. Now we just need Honor and Fidelity, and then we're good to go. And Honor is almost there. We might be able to get that done today. So that means all we then would need is Fidelity, which is already at 42, so that should be going pretty quickly. Mistweaver, welcome, welcome. Thingalo, Singalo, nice to have you here as well. I don't know why I call you Thingalo when it clearly is Thingle, but it's become such a thing now, man. It's hard to avoid. Alright, got the Lore Master here. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a Beorning or a Lore Master bear. But anyway, I still want to see like an animated comic strip between a Lore Master and a Beorning, because I think it would be hilarious. Anyway, let's go ahead and start our instances here.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Let us not
all of that. And
faith alone will not stop the enemy. Be wary, my friends.
Roost.
Evil spoils these grounds.
And be good to go. You're going to change your name soon anyway. If you want to become partner, you can't have a name with copyrighted material. Seriously? You can't? I did not know that, if that is the case. Is that official policy, or is that just one of your precautions? And like, you know, maybe you're not the Lord of the Rings Thingle. Maybe you're like, you know, another Thingle. Like how... It'd be pretty easy to realize that that wasn't the case, but, you know, how do they enforce that? It's something to think about, I guess. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop on in to our good old instances here. Why am I in the instance? We want to go Minas Morgul. I've only done this a bajillion times. You'd think by now I would know. Alright. There we go, numlocks on. Travel now. Neuroctic Anarchy, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here as well.
The Morgul Vale, nestled in a cleft upon the slopes of Agathras.
Nestled in a cleft. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about a fell beast location.
To Shelob, the terrible winged brood mother of the fell beasts of Mordor, whose countless children become favored mounts of the Nazgul. Now then.
Like seriously, nestled in a cleft. That has to be the nicest thing anyone's ever said about that. Where are you going? Oh, we're going to the nestled cleft where the fell beasts are, you know, as you do. It's gonna be a nice holiday, really. You haven't even streamed on Twitch much, instead using YouTube? Okay. We're getting all those items already. Hey, buddy. Thank you for interrupting. Don't the bleeds kill you? Apparently not. Alright. Goodbye. We didn't put on the bleeds. There we go. For LOTRO, seems most of the audience is on Twitch. Yeah, it does. Used to, it was, you know, the opposite, but it pretty much... YouTube's pretty much successfully killed gaming on their platform. And I mean, they don't even have YouTube gaming anymore. Like, the whole YouTube gaming site doesn't even exist anymore. YouTube clearly doesn't... I don't think that they don't care about gaming, but they're clearly not wanting to be a gaming site, if you will. My guess is they see too much liability with the potential of if game companies ever decided you know, somehow games were copyrighted, then there would be potentially some major issues there. Basically, YouTube put advertisers in front of their gaming content, and it became very clear. Gaming is what's on trending though, but I don't think the people at YouTube want it to be. And it's not so it is true that gaming is on trending. I will give you that. What a lot of people don't realize though is unless you're already heavily established on YouTube, it's pretty much impossible to get any views. Like even me, I was like probably the low end of the middle tier of YouTubers for gaming, like the very low end of the middle. You know, I wasn't just starting out where you're still trying to gain an audience. I had a small audience of dedicated people, and basically my videos completely stopped getting promoted to other people who weren't watching my channel already.
Evil spoils these grounds.
And what was getting promoted was, you know, big, huge YouTubers that would make like one video about LOTRO, how LOTRO's doing in like 2020, for example. And they'd make that one video, and that one video would get promoted instead of, you know, the hundreds of LOTRO videos that I have.
The eggs have begun to hatch.
Which was pretty annoying.
Toss the egg into the cavern below.
To grow on YouTube is very hard. Now, I do still have a YouTube channel, and I still post these on there because there are a bunch of people that do still watch on YouTube, but it's pretty much the established audience. I don't think I could grow, at least not as fast as I could here on Twitch.
The eggs have begun to hatch. Quickly, toss the egg into the cavern below.
Because here on Twitch, when I stream LOTRO, I get like 10 new followers. When I make a YouTube video, a lot of times I'll lose subscribers over it. Just because people decide that they don't want it in their feed anymore, or they, you know, sub to me for another game or whatever, and so they'll push me out.
The eggs have begun to hatch. Quickly, toss the egg into the cavern below.
And yeah, we do have a giveaway going. There is a chance that the giveaway will not have LOTRO points because currently LOTRO points aren't available for purchase for gifting. So if if Standing Stone Games doesn't fix that in the next you know, 20 whatever days, then we might not be giving away the LOTRO points, but we will still give away a $50 Steam card if the LOTRO points aren't available. Need to win one of those giveaways. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Alright, that should be everything here. Let's press on. I don't know if you guys saw, but I have been falling for Mountain Blade so much. Like, I love Mountain Blade 2. They've done such a great job. I've been playing that like crazy on this channel. I streamed it for 7 hours yesterday in 2 different streams. Game's very addicting, and I'm going to try to maybe stream again tonight. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll definitely be streaming again tomorrow, some more Mountain Blade. That game is just super addicting. Just bought yesterday and played for about 11 hours today so far. Yeah, I'm up to 12 hours on Steam right now, and I started playing it, you know, really started playing it for the first time yesterday. So yeah, I've been really addicted. It's just so good. Although I have had off stream a siege that I was part of where it was just totally glitched out. Like enemies were on top of houses and it was messed up. But in general, that game is super addicting. Alright, let's get the chest too. I feel like I sometimes forget that chest. Ooh, Tome of Extraordinary Experience. That'll be good if I can... Is it account-wide or is it... Let's see. Pretty sure these are account-wide, right? Yeah, bound to account. Nice. That'll come in handy on our lore master, for sure. Cool. Alright. Hey, Lexard. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Like the third Hobbit movie. What are you talking about, Neurotic Anarchy? What's like the third Hobbit movie? Okay. Gotta get the quest first. Can't forget about that.
Will you hear my plight?
What do these even give anyway?
Will you hear my plight?
Hey! Not cool. Don't throw snowballs at me. Sigils? Okay, we do need the sigils. Let's see, let's do the harrowing.
Let us not tarry. Now then.
We don't do the harrowing very often. Hey, Saint Nerd, welcome, welcome. Oh, right, glitched out with enemies on houses. Yeah, like the Hobbit, like the Hobbit.
And the Rangers of Ithilien. Guthmog's forces have fortified the outermost ring of Minas Morgul, believing the ire between Ugrigor and
Keep going until we get a ranged enemy.
Turn to your advantage. Damrod has tasked you with igniting a war between the orcs in Minas Morgul.
Oh, one more. There was an orc inside an orc there. There we go. Alright. I always forget if there's supplies before that, but there aren't. There are never supplies before that, and I keep forgetting to remind myself that. But yeah, and they wouldn't, like, siege the city even though they were all there, so I had to basically, like, leave the battle. It was crazy. But yeah, I was just shooting enemies out the wall, and then they were shooting back and killing me. It was great. It was great, man. Oh, got ranged. All right. My dream would be for there to be no ranged in this whole instance. Just be able to run to the end and shing shing on all of them. No, he's technically not ranged, but he is healing. I almost forgot about the Spider-Man music. It's amazing how much you forget in a week, especially right now with how crazy life is. Hey Blub, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Get all the supplies. When you're stealing supplies from orcs, you know Corona's bad. Stuff to get here. Alright. Seriously, these items ruin the instance. There we go. These goblins would be dead with one swipe of that sword. They'd be Peter Jackson decapitated, no problem. So many people lost their heads in that film. It's 3D. What can we do? Let's lob off the head of every single enemy everyone fights. Alright, that'll add to the 3D effects without being obvious. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that. There's more weapons there. Man. Is there a way to get more entries in the giveaway? You really want those LOTRO points. Yes, there are ways. Basically, the more you support the channel, the more entries you get into the giveaway. And so, let me exclamation giveaway and I'll tell you all about that. It's not doing it. It's not doing. There we go. Nightbot's a little slow today, apparently. Also, just know, if they don't fix the LOTRO store by the end of the month and add back in points, the points might not be part of this month's giveaway. Right now, they're not in the store, which is really frustrating. Hey, Saint Nerd, thanks so much for the sub with the Twitch Prime. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra entries of the monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else that comes with a sub here on Twitch, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so for the, for right now, in the LOTRO market, which is not the LOTRO store. The LOTRO store is the in-game store. In the LOTRO market, which is the outside of, the website, which, as far as I know, is the only way to give points in the Lord of the Rings Online, and the only way to buy them, because I don't think you can buy codes from the store anymore. Yeah, it's double points in the store right now, but it's not in the market. The market's a totally separate thing. In the LOTRO market, you can buy points to give to someone else. And currently, in the LOTRO market, there are no points for purchase. I'm pretty sure that's just a glitch, because it looked like they did a site update, and it glitched out. But I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyway, till they fix that, I have no way to purchase points to be able to give them. So hopefully they'll fix that before the end of the month. I've already tweeted at LOTRO and at Jerry Snook, the community manager. But we'll see what happens. I've not heard anything back, and it's been almost a week now. But to be fair, they are working from home, and I'm sure very distracted right now with everything going on in the world. Hey, the non-rev, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Andang, did you ever get into WoW? I've never played WoW. I've watched a lot of WoW players and streamers, and I've always wanted to, but I've just never bitten the bullet and gotten in. No, LOTRO never replies to tweets. Yeah, but Jerry Snook usually does, so I don't know. Anyway. We're done with this one. Let's go ahead and leave. We've already done 2 out of 4 instances, and we're only 20 minutes into this stream. That is crazy. We're getting fast. Or, these are quicker instances. We need to do both those first every single time, so that we get those fast ones out of the way.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Alright, next fastest one is probably Deep Barrow. Black Lore and House of Lamentation, especially House of Lamentation, take forever.
Let us not tarry.
Let's see, we've only done 4 out of 10 quests.
Let us not tarry.
If we do this and we do Filthwell, we should be good? I don't know, I really don't want to have to do a whole nother instance just to do the quests. Alright. I don't think we've ever done this combo. Why did I do it on that one? Here we go. You don't play actual WoW, you play on a private server, so you don't lose money.
Of
Okay.
the Kurgrim bone worshippers hides far within Gorthadnur, the deep barrow. He and his followers seek to complete some
Rubber
dark
Ducky, welcome,
ritual
welcome.
of necromancy and must be stopped.
Do the chests share locks for solo, duo, and 3-man? I am pretty confident they don't. I'm pretty sure those are considered separate instances. We always go right instead of left. You have to go left first in this one so you come around and get to this point. We'll go all the way around again. Here we go. Destroying those mobs, yeah. I mean, we are doing it under level, so that does make a difference, but our DPS has been dramatically increased because of all the grinding we've been doing. Used to, fighting even these mobs, we'd be having to hit them many more times. We're getting to the point where we're now just basically 1 or 2 shotting them, depending on which skill hits when. So yeah, we're probably twice as powerful, at least, from even after we got all the gear we got. Just from grinding out, not all the gear, I shouldn't say that, but since before the raid. So before raid and post raid, because of the gear we got in the raid and because of the grinding we've done for other stuff, we've become probably twice as powerful in just that time. Which it feels like a lifetime ago that the LOTRO raid was released because of how slow time is going for, I think, everyone right now. But yeah, it's really not been that long. The Unread says, after this instance, do you want to power level me through ward pins? Not after this instance, but maybe later today. What level are you? The non-rev. Oh, there we go. We were just out of range. Oh, we're out of power. Even worse. We have mail. Oh, right! We sold a bunch of stuff on the auction house. I forgot all about that. We gotta check on that. I gotta check on that. Hopefully it's not just like, here's your stuff back, you lose. Is that on Landerville? Because if it's not on Landerville, then I won't be able to help you. And can you even do warg pins at level 17? I'm sure that's not till you get to 60. I know everybody and their mother on Twitch is in Arkenstone, but I'm on Landerville. Used to, like, all the podcasters, before Twitch was a thing and, you know, a major thing for LOTRO, all the podcasters were on Landerville, and Landerville was where it was at. Lately, though, it's become much more Arkenstone, which is interesting because I figured it'd be Brandywine with how many people were on Brandywine, but that seems to have maybe diminished, or at least the influencers, quote-unquote, I hate that term, are the people that are on, you know, Arkenstone for whatever reason. All right. Brandywine had many, but their community has died. Man. Every 10 inches in this instance. See? I knew we'd get interrupted. Dang it.
Strength.
Not this again. I need that to be a soundbite, strength and decay. Oh my gosh. There is strength in decay. Thanks, Neurotic Anarchy. And I hate that term. Yep. I know. Brandywine has a lot of users with no interaction. That makes sense. We're just gonna lead them all back here. So we're almost done with this instance. After this, we just have one more. Let me know in chat what you guys want to see. What's the last of the... I guess we have 4 that we could choose? 3 that we could choose from. Either 2 6-mans or the crazy She-Hulk lady. Let me know which one you guys want. JJ, welcome to chat. Nice to have you here.
A new sacrifice.
Oh, no. I know you're getting your hopes up with that old sacrifice thing, but not today, Zerg. She-Hulk? Yeah, She-Hulk. Yeah. Craziest instance ever. I swear the whole LOTRO team went to Japan a week and came back and were like, alright, we need to bring Japan into Middle-earth. I know, tentacles and She-Hulk, let's do it. Here we go. I like my beer like I like my woman, ripe with age. The stuff you guys make me say. The worst. You guys are the worst. Don't encourage the behavior, Neurotic Anarchy. Don't encourage the behavior. And we once again need power. Ta-da! Thanks for the silver coins. You'd think we'd be getting gold by now, but no, it's still silver. Wait, we still need one more. Crud. Oh, here we go. Where's the last one? Dang it, now we gotta go back. We were almost super efficient. We almost did 3 instances in 10 minutes apiece. But now we gotta go hunting. for the one silly item. Let's be real, it's my fault 95% of the time. We totally missed this whole room. Jeez. How'd we do that? Alright. There we go, there we go. Alright. So we've done 6 out of 10 quests. That means, unless we're about to turn one in, which I'm pretty sure we're not, we actually need to do 2 instances, which is annoying. Our raid's free to play. Currently, the raid is free to play, yes.
Faith alone
Until the end
will
of
not
April.
stop the enemy.
That's a one-time special offer where all quests, instances, expansion pack quest content, expansion pack instance content, all that stuff's free until the end of April. So if you have not hopped into LOTRO yet, hop in today. It's the absolutely best time ever in the history of the Lord of the Rings Online to be hopping into this game. It's unbelievable deals. It's seriously insane. Alright, you guys asked for She-Hulk. We'll do
Will you
that.
hear my plight?
And then we gotta do one more
Will
quest.
you help bear my burden, Fred?
Which means we gotta do one more instance.
Let us not tarry.
Which is very annoying. We should have done, we should have added one more of these into the rotation. I'm so sorry, Andang. I was thinking of Wildermore, the Skyrim of Middle-earth. You hopped into LOTRO, but you're stuck at Bree for almost 2 months? Wow. What's holding you up? I mean, the amount of time I spent in Breeland and the Lone Lands was way more than I spent in the next 5 zones. I spent an unbelievable amount of months. Maybe not unbelievable, but I spent multiple months in the first 2 zones that I played in LOTRO. Mostly because I was playing on a Mac back before there was even a Mac client, at lowest graphics settings and all this other stuff, and it was very difficult to load things, and it was awful. My goodness, how far we've come with... Hey, there we go. So we got 7, so we don't have to do the extra one. Nice. Good deal. That's awesome. So now we want to do... I'm distracting myself because you guys are distracting me. Does that even make sense? Elven, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. You spent 6 days in Bree? It was online every day, okay.
The River Maiden, who
Yeah, the main area that took me forever was the Lone Lands. And that's probably even more why I hate it so much. I just hated every second I was in Lone Lands until we got to the swamp in Radagast. Once you get there, it's fine, but before that, oh boy, I hated it. And so I took forever to get through there. Months. And then I went to the North Downs and loved the North Downs. Really seriously loved the North Downs. And played the heck out of LOTRO ever since, basically. I've had breaks and stuff, but in general, that's the main thing. The little areas took forever, yeah. They've been revamped since then, so they're not as bad, but I would much rather play through some of the newer content in LOTRO again than play through the starter zone one more time. At the moment, you're decorating your house the most? Okay. That's cool. I have a lot of respect for people that do things that are not the main content in LOTRO. I think it's really cool. Being able to tour people's houses, I wanted at one point to do a whole series on that. I have a video on YouTube where I toured somebody's house in the new housing system and was, showing what they had done. And it's just amazing how creative people are and what people do with certain rooms. It's really interesting to see how people spend their time in virtual housing. I can understand why people like HDTV so much, not because I'm interested in it, but because you know, if there was like Lord of the Rings HD TV, I would be watching it like every day. Like, especially once we get Rohan housing and all the stables and everything, like, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, like Mordor Cribs, I would watch the heck out of Mordor Cribs if that was a show. Technically every area takes forever. I mean, okay. Even if Mithril saved, nice. Most of the games are farm, make, and build, yeah. You decorated your house to look like a Rohan one? In real life? Your dining room is a mead hall? That's amazing. Singlo, if you can send me a tweet, if you're on Twitter, or a Discord message or something with pictures, I would love to see it, man. I would love to see it. And I'd share it if it's on Twitter. I'll retweet that. That sounds amazing. They have a LOTRO housing magazine site that's French.
We approach the gatekeeper's
Okay, I
chamber.
did not know that.
This is Darth Loom.
If you have a link to that
Shadow
site,
Knight.
I'll do like a stream just going through that site sometime. That sounds awesome.
The gatekeeper Bochneth rests below. Its defeat is the only path to my chamber. You must
Yeah,
hurry.
do /W Andang fire. Type that in chat. And then type your message right after that before you hit enter. And send me a whisper with the link and everything. And I'll check that out sometime. Alright, here we go. Let the tentacles begin. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, after I fight this tentacle, I'll open that link and save, alright, this tentacle. Save that link. But seriously, they went to Japan for a week and were like, let's put everything we saw in LOTRO. I got another tab. Remind me to check it out before we end the stream. Which is going to be a long time from now. We got a lot to do today. So, whenever you leave, or if you make it to the end of the stream, let me know. Because I forget things. What Obi-Wan should have done is just run right through the shields. Take on Maul. If he would have run just a little faster, his master would have never died. And then Anakin probably wouldn't have turned evil. It'd all be good. That's what somebody needs to make a video if they haven't already. What if Obi-Wan could run a little bit faster? Like, if he had learned to force jump a little bit faster, just think.
Quickly now.
Think of what would have happened. It would have been amazing. Yeah, exactly. If he would have force sped, it's his own fault Qui-Gon died. Let's be real. Well, it's kind of Qui-Gon's fault too. He just gave up, right? I mean, he got stabbed, so it wasn't like really giving up, but he kind of gave up, let's be honest. Qui-Gon's Anakin's true master? Absolutely. But he couldn't have two Padawans. Because that's against some code or whatever. So, you know. Like, I didn't know the Jedi have a rule too, but apparently they do. It makes sense. You don't want like favoritism amongst the Jedi, so you kind of have to have only one Padawan at a time. It makes sense. You sent the photo on what? What platform? I'll take a look right now. By the way, Ponton, welcome, welcome. Forgot to do that. Killer Santa, nice to have you here too. Every time I see your name, I think of the Weird Al parody. The Night Saint Nick Went Insane. The Night Santa Went Crazy is the actual song title. Discord, okay. Get Discord open here. We're gonna take a look at this mead hall housing that you got, man. I'm interested. I'm curious. Discord has an update now? I just had Discord open. Not 10 seconds ago. Alright. Wow. That's amazing. Alright, let's see here. Here we go. I wish I could make it bigger, but I don't think I can. But still, that's awesome looking, man. I know it's really hard to see on stream, I'm sure. But it's a super cool mead hall, man. Take it on your Android? Nice. Open original. There we go. Nope. Come on. Let me zoom. There we go. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep on going. And yeah, we'll check a look. We'll take a look at that website in a moment. Next project is an Elven Porch outside. That's amazing, dude. How much... Do you have, like, a lot of the land around your house where you can just... Like, are you out in the country where you can just, like, build whatever you want? Because I feel like, annoyingly, a lot of neighborhood associations would be like, yeah, you can't have that. Country of Tonsberg, nice. That's really, really cool, man. All right. South of Oslo, okay. I at least have heard of that. I don't know exactly where that is, but I have an idea of what you're talking about. Like if you told me to swim and walk there, like I don't know if I'd be able to get exactly there, but hey, Hallwine, thank you so much for the sub, coming in with the 8 months on an 8th month streak. Welcome, welcome, nice to have you here. Thank you so much for the sub. Enjoy the ad-free viewing, the extra entries of the monthly giveaway, the badges, the emotes, and everything else. Comes with a sub here on Twitch. Really, really appreciate it, guys, especially right now. Like, it's such a crazy time, so thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Let's fight over here first, and then we'll go over there. Have we even... Yeah, we've only gotten one water that we purified. I don't think I've even been paying attention. I think I've totally missed a lot of the water. I've really messed that up. Yeah, let's wait a moment. We kind of stepped in a lot of water. We also need to use these. They remove 1 poison effect. Hopefully they don't just move the poison like that. It moves the poison from one side of your body to another. That's all. Or moves the poison to another member in the fellowship. Could you imagine if LOTRO came out with an item that all it did was take the poison off of you and put it on someone else in the group? That would be amazing. Could you imagine? Like, especially if you're like a healer, be like, alright, take it off me, put it on the tank I'm healing. Let's go. That'd be amazing. Definitely not a high potential for glitching out everything in the game for sure. Like, it'd be great. It'd be great, man. Ooh, ooh. They could call it share the poison. And then, like, spread it out to the whole group. So you have, like, you take the poison and then you put out an AoE, and it splits evenly between everyone else in the party. That would be so cool. I mean, maybe what I'm describing is a cult, I don't know, but in my mind, that sounds pretty cool. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Cool. I feel like we've missed a lot.
You have done it. I shall soon be free. I am waiting for you.
Awesome. Alright, we'll go in here and then we'll go back through and get all the stuff. You just want to put all the poison on the annoying T2-year-old, but LOTRO doesn't seem to have those.
I did not lie.
Alright, She-Hulk, let's go.
You have set me free. The maiden you seek is no longer. I suggest you leave. Any attempt to save me and cleanse this body will be for naught. You have been born. Do you still believe you can free me?
No, I gave that hope up a long time ago. Probably when you stopped wearing makeup.
You have no idea what I am capable of.
Maybe the issue is she's wearing too much makeup. I don't know. It's one of the two.
Your name.
Man, this ghost is staying on me. Could you imagine if Hulk turned into something like that? It'd be a totally different comic book. I'm gonna try to do it without moving. There we go.
This river is my legacy.
Done. Easy. Although I think we're now... Okay, it finally went away. I was like, I think we're now glitched out. But no, we're good. I thought we were just gonna be shaking forever. This ghost might stay on me forever. There we go. Andang turning into an orc here, wanting to use poison. You just want to put all the poison. Yeah, I already read that. Okay, cool. Can we swim through this now? No. No is the answer to your question. Only more questions. Man, Shadow of Mordor had a great story. Shadow of War was just a mess. For those that don't know, I was quoting Celebrimbor there from that game. Like, Shadow of Mordor, I was like, I like what they're doing with the story. They're, you know, if you accept the initial lore break, it's actually really interesting what they're doing. Shadow of War was like, alright, we just want to throw all the lore out the window and just basically build whatever the heck we want. And they did. And that's what Shadow of War was. It was a complete throwing everything out. But we got to fight a Balrog on top of a tree lady. So, you know, that was fun. Shelob as a human lady? Yeah, that was just crazy. And like, it didn't even make sense. Like, ignore that fact. The story overall didn't make any sense. They were just doing things to do them. And that was very frustrating for me. Because like, I'm fine if you break the lore as long as you got a good reason. They didn't. But I feel like they did in Shadow of Mordor. I really do feel like they made a change there. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but... that's where I stand. I can't wait to see what the new Amazon MMO is going to be like. Hopefully... I mean, it'd be hard not to. Knock on wood. But hopefully it'll be more lore appropriate than Shadow of War. My goodness, hopefully. Could you imagine if it was more lore breaking than Shadow of War? Everybody would be like, no! No! Sexy Lady Bombadil, why'd they do this? No! As Pharaon rides the dolphins to escape the downfall of Numenor. Exactly, exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, I mean, the downfall of Numenor really would bring people's emotions down. And, you know, right now, people need to be lifted up. You know, I say we just leave Numenor around. Don't destroy Numenor. You know... Morgoth can be just a nice, friendly guy, and basically we just make Middle-earth Sesame Street. I think that ultimately is what everybody wants, right? Let's hope that the Amazon meetings are going a little bit more responsibly than that. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're like, all we can do is mess this up. We've spent a ton of money on this. How do we not? How do we not mess up everything? I hope that's what their conversation is and not, okay, we got this franchise, it's guaranteed to make money, let's do whatever we want. But I could honestly see it go either way. I could really see it go either way. And I don't know, have you guys heard anything? Has the coronavirus delayed the release of the Amazon series? I haven't heard anything about that. It has? Okay. That doesn't surprise me. Do they have like a release window yet? Put off until further notice. Okay. Yeah. Man. Where are these water spots? Like, seriously. There's one. We still need 2 more. I don't know how we've missed so many of them. Yeah, pretty much just put the world on hold, you're right. At least they didn't transfer our call to someone who has no business contacting us. What you heard was the production was shut down for 2 weeks, but might be changed if it's longer. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, right, yeah. Movies coming out right now aren't going to come out. That's true. Like, what I would expect, and I wish that movie companies would do this a long time ago, but I know they want to basically charge you twice, which is why they don't do this. But what I would love to see is, you know, put a digital version up online that works just like a movie ticket when movies are in theaters. You don't get to keep it. You pay the full price of a movie ticket, but you can see the whole movie online. I think that would be a nice compromise. Because then if you still want to buy the movie later, you can. Like, to me that makes sense, but who says the world makes sense? That's true that they would screen record the entire thing, but I mean, they do that later. And like me personally, I don't want to watch a screen recording. I want to support the people who made the project, right?
Now then.
Oh, we should check that before we did that, but it looks like we still earned enough because it just leveled up, so there we go. We should have checked to see how close we were, though. Dang it. But hey, we maxed it out. That's good. Now we got 4 out of 5 maxed out. We just need fidelity now. And somewhere, I don't even remember where they're at now. Are they here? Where's the vendor for all the LI stuff?
You help bear my burden, friend.
Here we go, relics. We have 240 out of 250. We literally only need 10 more. And then we can get another one of these. Let's do that. We'll do one more. Hey Sparrowfang, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. What if they locked the tab if you left it? That would make sense. That makes sense. I'm sure they could have a way to confirm that you're still, that you're actually watching it legitimately, right? There has to be a way to do it. Alright, let's see. Let's do Black Lore, I guess, real quick. So let's look at us 2. We need 10. Is there a way to get to 10?
Let us not tarry.
Let me think. The chests give, like, what? 2 or 3 sigils apiece? Alright, we'll try doing Black Lore.
Will you help bear my burden,
see how
friend?
that works.
Let us not tarry.
Alright. I think there would be ways, like if you, you could set it up so that if you had, maybe you only let it be on mobile, for example. And make it so no other app can be running while you're running their app. I don't know. I'm sure there's ways around it. But anyway. I think companies are way too worried about their stuff being stolen. And should just let people watch stuff the way they want to. Because, like, if I never went to a movie theater again, I'd be perfectly happy. But that's just me. I know a lot of people love going to the movie theater. But if you have multiple ways that release something, I think it'd be much better. But, like, I'd pay more to see it during the time that it's in theaters. Just let me not go in the theater. I'd much rather be at home watching it on my phone while I'm eating a meal. Hey, Hardit, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. It's disrespectful. I mean, I guess so. I haven't really seen that as a problem, but maybe I haven't gone to very many, I don't know. I don't think I've ever, that I can remember, had a movie where I've had an infant screaming bloody murder at the same time. Now, babies on airplanes, that is the worst. But sometimes, you know, people have no other choice. They got things they have to do, you know. Oh, east to west coast, that must have been just absolutely awful. I can see that. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Most of the time we can just burn that guy down, but sometimes he gets lucky.
Welcome, interlopers, to Kashan Hutot, the halls of Black Lore. Here I have painstakingly collected dark knowledge from every corner of Middle-earth. My work is never finished. The collection will never be complete. No, the work will continue as long as evil resides in this world. Even with the unfortunate loss of the Dark Lord, you cannot hope to claim that victory. So tell me, heroes, as you so like to address yourselves, why have you come? What knowledge do you seek? Or have you misguided fools come to destroy my life's work? Oh no, that will not do at all. Either way, as I told the Lady of Blight, nothing for nothing. Come closer, allow me to see what you have seen. What nightmares still haunt your dreams? What have the chronicles to say
Hey,
about
owner,
you?
thanks so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Almost to 1,300. Thing you hate about this is Sarn didn't believe he was evil, yeah. But maybe people around him did. Because, I mean, there were some orcs that definitely thought they were evil, right? And goblins. Or, well, it depends on what time frame you're talking about, right? Like the goblins from the Hobbits, I'd say, based on their actions, definitely seem to revel in their evil, right? So, I don't know. And I mean, you know, Sauron said stuff like that, but does that mean he actually believed that? Getting a little bit more philosophical there, I feel like, but anyway. Because, I mean, the guy that boosted up, like, prescription costs, you know, millions and millions and millions of dollars, said that he thought he didn't do anything wrong. But I think everybody pretty much agreed that he was a horrible person. So I guess what I'm getting at is that, you know, you can say that you don't think you're evil, but does that really mean that you actually don't think you're evil? No. Right, but again, deep down inside, do we know for sure that he didn't think that he was evil or not? I disagree. There clearly are some people who think that they're evil.
Yes.
They're mostly in insane asylums, but there are people that think that they're evil.
Flames in your forays against the Dark Lord. Show me your most painful memories. Within the flaming deeps of Moria, you encountered an orc? Chef?
But I mean, you know, there's levels of evil too, so anyway. Well, I'm not saying overall every day he's like, oh man, I'm evil. But deep down inside, I think people realize that there's actions they take that are not great, right? They're evil actions, but they maybe think that it's justified because of what they're doing overall. Right? Well, clearly we have to fight the mobs. I don't remember doing this fight in this. Or just choose to ignore it, yeah. Yeah, they'll look the other way. Oh yeah, I forgot we got the virtue XP buff.
I'll make mince meat out of you!
That's another cup of tea. Okay, I'll give you that.
Special!
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Would you like that pan seared? I'll make mince meat out of you! Have you tried the special?
But here's my thought. If you lock, you know, Sauron in a room and ask him for, you know, days on end if he thinks he's evil, I think eventually he'd honestly answer that he is. But in his day-to-day operations, yeah, he's not like, okay, I'm gonna do this evil thing right now. Obviously.
You deftly avoided being cooked and eaten, I see. Continuing on.
The only person that's like that is like
Written
the
that
Joker
you
and
fought
people
a
like the
great
Joker, I
war,
guess.
The scion of Udun within the Tower of the Witch King.
Crazy people.
Shelob.
You'd have to disagree hard, okay. With the Nature Man thing, okay.
Flames and fury were snuffed out by our valiant adventurers. I look forward to writing the next chapter when you face the horror himself. One more tale to tell, I see. Ah, that fool wizard Kurunir attempted to build his own ring forge. Blasphemy against the Dark Lord. Let us see how you triumphed over his betrayal.
These fools have found their way to our master's forge.
We shall dispatch them, so that Saruman's work may continue. You shall be wreathed in the flames!
See, we're just trying to shut them down. They're not supposed to be operating. You know, Saruman was supposed to be under the isolation thing. Clearly not getting the whole COVID thing. So we gotta let them know, you know? Hey, Kevin, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here.
And so the foolish experiments of the wizard come to an end. As for the many-colored, the final chapter of his story is yet to be written.
Well, Neurotic Anarchy, I think it depends on what obedience is too, right? And I think it depends on what rebellion is too. And I think that's pretty apparent. And you know, it differs within everybody because everybody has different ideas of what's evil and what's good to some extent. And whether or not they're right in those ideas depends on, you know, what you believe and everything like that. So, yeah. But yeah, I think a normal, sane person believes that they're not evil, and that makes sense. And I do agree that overall, Sauron does think that he's not evil.
In Gildemore, you faced a terrible monster. His coming was marked
Clowns
by a
Kate,
fierce
so welcome,
storm
welcome. Nice to have you
and
here.
jagged ice erupting from
All
the
I was trying to
ground.
say is that deep down,
Whole villages were
Sauron has to
destroyed
some
in
extent
his
believe that he
wake.
at least
The
has an evil
time
side to him,
come
right?
to relive your fight against Norzum.
That's all I was trying to say. Okay. Jeez, the Rangers are barely hitting him. Our definitions of good and evil are too vague to discuss anything, honestly. Yeah. Almost got him down here.
The valiant heroes prevail. Every monster has its weakness. But what is this? A simmering anger. Saruman. His wretched experiments transformed the noble giant into a weapon of destruction.
We got enough sigils now.
Ah, what beautiful rage. It is that force I will turn against you.
We'll fight, well. Alright. Should we go up the stairs and finish it? I think we will. We're not going to finish these quests, though. Unless we can get it along the way. The whole instance is a spoiler for the entire story. I mean, kind of. There's a lot more story that goes on in... I mean, it's a very, like... It's like the one-pager, right? But I think even if you had everything that is told in this story told, in this instance told, it's not... You know, it's still more than worth going through the whole story. It's not like, oh, now I can't play through the story anymore, because everything got spoiled for me in this one instance. I think this is so abstract, where it's just like, here's a boss fight, your favorite parts, you know, your favorite lines from it, but there's not really anything that's like completely lore-breaking. Yeah, I don't think it's lore-breaking, or spoilering.
To face me.
Lore-breaking.
I have proven I know your entire history. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your fears, your regrets. You have no hope of victory in this place. Come then, face your demise.
Well, and see, that's the problem with
to make you suffer.
With society is that they've twisted what evil is and what good is, right? Because if everything is relative and there's, you know, lines of gray and everything, then that means nothing's evil, nothing's good, and it all becomes meaningless.
The fires of rage will burn.
Which is interesting to think about, but I think you still need stories like Star Wars and Tolkien to make it clear on, you know, the general ideas of good versus evil.
I know of many ways to make you suffer. Another mortal body wasted. Oh, you did not think you could defeat me.
Right, and I think both are,
I am bound.
You know, knowing both are important.
I linger until my work is complete. The Dark Lord bade it so. You You have given me much this day.
But like,
You may
and
take
please don't
one
pick this up.
volume from the hall.
But just to give an example, and this is probably opening a huge can of worms. But this is just an example. You know, most people consider murder bad. But there's a lot of people that don't consider abortion bad. And so it just becomes, you know, what people's definition of what evil and good is. And, you know, it depends on what you believe. You know, there's some people believe that evil's evil and good is good, period. Because of what their belief system tells them is good and what's evil. So anyway, you know, I feel like if you don't follow previous belief systems of some type, and you just start to decide what's evil and what's good from the ground up, you could logically make anything good and anything evil, and then if everyone has their own version of what's evil and what's good, then that turns into chaos, because then nothing's evil and nothing's good. So anyway, enough about all that. Let's go ahead and leave the instance. Yeah, everybody has a line somewhere, which is how it should be.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
Okay. Let's see. Weren't you gonna play Jedi Fallen Order? Yes, yes I was. And then Mount & Blade 2 came out, and I moved to that instead. Yep. Also, I'm pretty sure people voted for something else other than Jedi Fallen Order. I'll need to go back and look at that poll.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
But yes, I was at one point going to be playing through that. Okay, let's not mess this up like we did earlier and make sure we do this right. So we got Vale's Vanduin there on the setting. Vale's Gem, Ithel Rune. So this is the Minas Morgul one. Those are the Vale's Vanduin ones. So we could use both those on the weapon. Here we got Vale's Vanduin and Minas Morgul. So we're good on the runes. So we could have a setting of finesse, a gem of might, which is probably what I want to go for most. And then we got runes. Or we could go for vitality. I kind of want to go for might, so let's see what we got already. So yeah, we got 910,000 versus almost double of both. And here I think we have the same thing, yeah. Oh no, they're different. Yeah, we got vitality on that one. Maybe we'll do both. Do one vite and one might. And we have the finesse here, and crit rating there. Let's see, we have this extra rune of striking, which is annoying. some point we need to upgrade our crafting ones, because we only have level 90 stuff, I think, on both of these. Yeah, not great. Alright, let's see. We'll do the might. Hopefully I clicked the right one. Why not use first stage instead of third? Great question. Basically they're the same. Now that the imbuement system exists, they're basically the same. That might not be the case someday, but quite frankly, we've already put way too much into this to change now. And it would be for very little gain relative to what exists now. If they do revamp the ally system like they've been talking about they're going to be doing eventually,
Let us not
it's quite
tarry.
possible that we could be screwed over by that revamp by still having a third ager. But for now, third agers and first agers are basically the same when you imbue. There's slight differences, but they're not worth worrying about. And so I decided, why bother getting a first ager when I can just use this third ager and get basically the same exact stuff. As long as you're in Rohan, you're happy? Nice. Well, I gotta be honest, Mountain Blade has a way better mounted combat system, obviously. That's like what that game's about. LOTRO used to have a better mounted combat system back in the original beta, but then they changed something so that it wouldn't lag as much. And it basically broke War Steeds entirely. Like, the server lagged less, but your War Steed rubber banded more. So they chose to have the player have individual rubber banding lag more to keep everything on the server from crashing, basically. And I feel like that was the wrong choice. But maybe I'm wrong. I feel like now that they have the better servers and everything, they could have just had lower populations on each server and fixed it, right? Because what I really hate is when you're in a game, an online game, like, in theory, the games that do online the best, they have your character on your PC never rubber band. And you might see other players rubber banding around you, but basically whatever's on your computer, that's what it is. And it doesn't check in with the server to make sure. It's just your character is what your character is. And it sends that information off to the server, and then the server deals with it. But LOTRO has a two-way street between the server and the game, and that on the positioning of the player. It's okay on skills and things, it's not okay on positioning of the player, in my opinion, because you could end up anywhere the server decides, because the server has the authority, not your computer. Most games have it where your computer's the authority on where you're at in the world, and that's so much better because you don't have this rubber banding craziness. That's the layman's basic terms of what's going on. In actuality, it's a little bit more complex than that, but that's the basic concept, and it's annoying that LOTRO picked the way it did. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now we're halfway done with our allies. We're technically over halfway done because we've spent... First of all, we wasted this one, which could have been used on 2 of them, so we could be 1 away right now instead of 3. And then also, these other 2, or other 3, will cost less than the first 4 that we bought. So, we're doing good. Andang, what's the difference between first, second, and third age? Okay, the difference is when you imbue a first stager, you get more of these levels unlocked at the start. Not the max level, but you get more of the starting levels unlocked. So you get like a jump start basically on all the legacies on a first stager when you imbue, assuming you leveled it up to max before imbuing. Also, the thing that makes the bigger difference is, see where it says 834 critical, this top green stat on this list? That is the bonus I get from a third ager. The first stager would have 1 or 2 more stats that would be added in. Now, as we get further and further away from the level 100 items that we have imbued, this stat becomes less and less and less and less and less and less and less relevant. Right now, the difference between a first stager and a third ager in the imbuement legendary item system is almost irrelevant, and it's becoming less and less irrelevant every time they add on more legacy upgrades and more levels to the game. That's the difference between a first age and a third age in LOTRO right now. Now, again, when they change and do the revamp of the LI system, that could totally change everything. But for right now, that's the difference. And that's it. That's the only difference. Only 2 differences, I guess I should say. So it's very, 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 very minor. It will not make the difference between if you win the raid or lose the raid. Unless you're talking like, you know, unless it's so close that you should probably be losing the raid anyway, right? So why do I have a third age? I'm lazy, I guess you could say. On my alt, I have a first age, but basically it doesn't matter if you have. It's essentially like going to a monster truck rally, right? And you're the person in charge of buying the cars that the monster truck's going to crush. It really doesn't make a difference if you have a classic nice car or you have a new nice car. At the end of the day, the cars are still going to get crushed. Now, do you have more bragging rights if you crushed, like, you know, a much more expensive car? Yeah, but you also took the time to spend a lot more money for, like, a minuscule gain, right? At the end of the day, you're still crushing cars. And the cars are still going to be crushed just as much regardless of, you know, what car they are, is how this analogy is working anyway. I don't know if that's actually how it works, because I've only been to, like, 1 monster truck rally. And I think it was on a Sunday, but anyway. Yeah, but basically... Exactly, Kevin. Basically what I'm saying is, I don't craft, someone would have had to make it for me, and I was too lazy to make that happen. Yep. That's basically what I'm saying. But on my Lore Master, it did happen. Now, in the old system before imbuement, yeah, I absolutely had first stagers, and if you go back on the history of my channel, I think I had a second ager. I don't remember if I actually had a first ager, but, you know, I've had better LIs than a third ager over the years. But, again, with the imbuement system, it really does not matter at all. It makes much more difference. A single piece of gear makes so much more difference on like a single item level. So going from like a 407 item to a 408 is a larger difference than a third age versus a first age legendary weapon. That's how messed up the imbuement system is on how it tells the difference between a first age and a third age. There should be a huge difference, but there's not. All it basically is bragging rights and one more stat that really doesn't make a difference in the grand scheme of your character, especially with the way gear's going right now. And at some point, they're going to have to revamp allies because the damage that your weapon's doing is just not going to be enough. You used to craft, but then you realized how much time you wasted. Yeah, it's a huge time sink, and I'd much rather be playing another game than going through the entire crafting system now. Now, if I had started at the beginning and, you know, gradually crafted as the level caps increased, then yeah, I'd really enjoy crafting. But since I didn't do that, it's a huge time sink for when you could just, you know, buy it off the auction house and be good to go. But thank goodness other people are making stuff on the auction house for me to buy. Speaking of which, we need to finally open our mail so we can figure out what we got. Okay, we sold the Emerald Shard. There we go. This did not sell though. Nor did this. Nor did this. So we put those at too high of a price, I guess. Yeah, people are buying emerald shards on the auction house instead of going to the skirmish camp. Yeah, it's crazy. People are also buying these reputation accelerators instead of going to the auction house. It's insane. Or instead of going to the skirmish camp. Yeah, we did a whole, if you check out our last stream, we did a whole video about it. The last two streams, honestly. We've done whole videos about it. But anyway, we need more money. So we can buy gear off the auction house instead of crafting it. You know, the way you do. These rangers are in the ground. I don't think they've always been that way. What is this nonsense? What? Do you want some help, buddy? He's not even up to my waist. Oh my gosh. What happened to these guys? They were not like this. Like, I think this patch that they did on Wednesday ruined them. Wow. You thought those were hobbits at first? I feel like as a citizen of Middle-earth, I need to stand here just to point out to other players how ludicrous this ranger is right now. I think my character can never move again. I think this is where I'm going to be. I'm just going to be pointing out the obvious here for the rest of my life. I think that's what I've decided. All these adventures that we've done over the years have all come to naught. This is what we're doing for the rest of the game. Role players go to Bree and, you know, talk to each other. I think what we've really decided is Third Agers don't matter because all our characters doing till the end of time is just gonna stand here. I think I'm happy with this life choice. I think Gandalf would be a little disappointed, but you know, he's just gonna have to deal with it, or you know, help this ranger out. One of the two. Standing, yeah, he's standing in the stone. Yeah, standing stone games. We didn't realize means that we're actually just gonna be inside stones now. It looks like he's on his knees. Oh my goodness, midget rangers, the best rangers. We got torso boy and knee guy. Oh man. And ironically, he's probably better, more useful than any quest NPC LOTRO's ever had. Oh my goodness. Alright, well let's go to Galtrev, get back on the auction house, see what we can do. And then we're gonna go and do some deeding. Top-notch guards. I'm telling you, those guards are probably better than the normal guards in LOTRO. You know, they've made sacrifice, and that's let them become even stronger, right? let's see what we got. Wow, 420. Item level 420. That's a major item right there. That's double what we got on pretty much every stat except for physical mastery. That's crazy. Yeah, they don't have anything else. Just double check here. Yeah, those are all 393s. Yeah, 420, right? Oh my goodness. Eventually we'll all have 420 items. Just you wait. Jewelry. Yeah, they price them all pretty well usually. Still 393s. Those are expensive for 393. Here you go. Another 420. Yeah, there's no level 130s. Yeah, there's nothing there. Alright. Now, let's get rid of that. And... well. Ooh, somebody undercut our prices. 5 for... wow. Wow. Look at those prices. That is a hostile action right there. We were putting these at 100 and they were actually selling it. It looks like everybody's copying us. I feel like people might watch my streams. I think because there was not this much interest in this a week ago. There was like one person that posted like one, and then this week there's a ton of postings. Yeah, there's no way. We're hurting ourselves right now, clearly. All right, well, you know what? We'll sell 6 for... We'll follow them. We're gonna put 6 up here for 35. Because that's how desperate I am for gold. All right, we'll make the initial cost be 1 gold. And we'll make the buyout be 35. Not that much. No, we'll put it a little higher than 1. Got 100 2K rep the other day. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and post that. We'll just undercut your price, buddy. All right. Now, we can actually explore. I don't know why I went there. So let's see, both those don't give us anything. We're done with the Shire, we're done with Ered Luin, we're done with the Lone Lands, we're now in the North Downs. Oh, that's gonna be easy. And then we got the Slayer Deeds. Shades, that one's gonna be annoying. We haven't even started the Shades Deed. Oh, never mind, we got it. We're almost there. But yeah, the Worms is probably gonna be the most annoying now that I think about it. but we're getting there. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have that much more. We'll get there. Get there in no time. I loot all that. Yep, I know we reached the virtue cap. I wish I would have known how close we were. Peeps in spirit of lowering prices, I guess. Well, I think a lot. I mean, people are flooding the market maybe because they realize how easy it is to get them, right? Like, it's super easy. My guess is everybody realized this tactic that I posted, because I was getting 100 gold for a single rep accelerator a week ago, and now within a week, all right, I guess technically 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, it's gone from 100 for 1 to basically like 6 for 35, right? Essentially a little over 5 gold for 1. That's a huge decrease. It's unbelievable. So, anyway.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
You can craft for moats? Alright. Didn't know that. I am the Sheep King, and all those who stand in my way will get trampled by my speedy, woolly friends. Yep, we'll read just about anything. Alright. Although we proved last stream that it's not actually anything. Oh my. Okay, let's head to the North Downs. Up here.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
As long as you don't do anything. You can be here all you want. Alright, we'll go via Bree. That's kind of cool. For a rat, it looks like they basically combined 4 cloaks, right? That's kind of awesome.
What can I do for you?
Alright, somewhere in here has to be the North Downs. I guess it's on the other side of the city, isn't it? I forgot. We're on South Bree. We need to go to North Bree. Or West Bree. Northwest Bree. 4 hobbits died from that cloak. Probably Neurotic Anarchy. Probably. It's a sad tale, really. I wonder if hobbits are protected by PETA.
How can I be of service?
Just a random thought there. Okay, so I think we need to go to the fields of Fornost, or Fornost, depending on how you want to say it.
What do you need?
No swift travel. Awesome. Alright, let's take a look at what these are first. Explore the villages of the Earthenkin. Villages of the Earthenkin. We gotta find one place, and we get 4,000 virtue experience with one place. Karlach. Where is Karlach? Get me Karlach. Alright, Karlach is way over on the right in the corner. Okay. It is right here-ish. You guys can't see my mouse for some reason, but trust me. It's over there. At some point you'll be able to see my mouse. For some reason OBS freaks out sometimes. We can't see ourselves apparently. We're trying to run into the post. Alright, let me try. Now, can you see my mouse? Nope. Okay, well, I have a ghost mouse. You just have to know. Hey, Jam Furbs. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Has there been an increase in the player base? Yes. Because right now, LOTRO is completely free. With all of the quests, with all of the instances, including those within expansion packs. So yes, there's been a huge increase in players in the Lord of the Rings Online, although I think a lot of people still don't know that it exists. That's the deal that's going on right now. But yes, a lot of players have been playing the game. The Yogscast guys, they actually were streaming LOTRO this last week, and they had over 1,000 viewers watching LOTRO. So yeah, there are still a lot of new players coming in from their fan base and from other fan bases as well. So absolutely, absolutely. And you know, we're getting another expansion early next year, and we had one this last year. So there's plenty of stuff going on in LOTRO right now. And it seems like the expansions for LOTRO have been very successful. That's at least what the devs have been saying. Haven't played in years? Okay. Yeah, now is like the perfect time to get back in until the end of April, man. Yeah, if you're interested in trying out LOTRO again, there hasn't been a better time in a long time. Honestly, probably ever. Now's pretty much the best time ever. Since the old like VIP free trials, there hasn't been this good, and those weren't even this long. They were only 2 weeks. This is a full 6-week period that they're having this on sale. They started at mid-March because of Corona. There we go. There's the 4,000 Virtue XP. Did not get as far as I thought we would. Did not get as far as I thought we would. We went from 42 to 45. This is gonna take a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. We're basically 3/4 of the way there on this last Virtue, and we have the rest of the game to get it up there, so I'm not too much in a hurry. But yeah, increasing with Vitality a little bit there. And also some passive max morale. Okay, sure, we'll take that. Get some more LOTRO points. And yeah, we completed those. Complete the Slayer deed now. We'll get 2,000 for that. So all we gotta do is defeat Shades and Worms, which I'm pretty sure are both over here. Hopefully that's the best place for them. If not, I don't know what to do. Evernight was around 900 to 1,000 most popular times. Yeah, there's been a huge increase in player populations recently. Like right now there's 648. And that doesn't include private people, and I think people in starter zones don't count on this either. I think it's not till they get out of the starter zone. Because I don't think I've ever seen a level 1. Yeah, level 6. With that many people on, I mean, I always see somebody in the starter zone, so pretty sure that doesn't include starter zones either. Brandeth, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Why did the player base spike up? The player base spiked up because LOTRO is completely free right now. And there's been a lot of people making videos and news articles, like MMORPG.com, massively. I don't know if IGN reported on it, but quite a few people. It counts as online even in Starting Zone? Alright. I thought because of their new, because of you not being able to post in world chat and not being able to get IMs until you're a certain level, I thought that it would maybe not count it in there too. But I guess not. It's just weird that there's a bunch of level 6s and nobody 1 through 5 is all I'm saying, I guess. Because I was pretty sure you don't unlock the social panel until level 5 or something, until after you're out of the starter zone, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the social zone exists before. Just the trait panel at 6? Right, but I can't do a lot of things when I'm in the starter zone. Like I can't join kinships, I can't do a lot of things. Saw a few level 1s on yours? Okay, well never mind. I'm crazy then. I have, it's just been a minute. But not world chat. Okay. So it's just world chat then. And like, when I create a new character, I never look in here until later. Alright, so our goal is to go over to Fornost. I don't know if we're gonna be able to... Oh, what I want to do is... first of all, take that off tracker. And... add a tracker, and add a tracker. Right into the tree. Man, I really wish they'd add swift travel to the North Downs. I've never wished that more than now. I feel like every area should have some level of swift travel, but that's just my opinion. LOTRO's been out long enough. I don't think the lore conceits that they do for it make any sense anyway. Like, oh, you can't swift travel in the Shire. Okay, well, I can swift travel everywhere else. It really doesn't make sense that I can't swift travel in the Shire, but sure, game. Sure. Level 32, off to conquer the world, man. Okay, we're nearly there. Dog hire in Angmar? Yeah, that'd be good. Normally you can't see the frill popping up, but North Downs is open enough, you can. We have it on max distance. I'd love to see him extend it even further, because that's something that only happens on your client. And man, they need to move so much more stuff to client side and take it off the servers. It's annoying. Alright, Fields of Fornost. So, does anybody know where the worms are? I feel like I have a pretty good idea of where the shades are. 'Cause I'm guessing these count. Yep. But does anybody know where all the worms are? If not, I'll look on LOTRO Wiki at some point. Are in Fornos proper? Like in the instance? Or just over that way? I mean, I might as well accept it because it's going to be annoying. I don't know why, but that looked kind of cool. North of the camp? Okay. Yeah, there are ones in the pass. I forgot about that, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I'm fighting him. I can literally just... well, bam. I think declining it's actually better. I can clearly see the cold declined rings on them all. Makes them stand out more. Alright, we only need 59 more. Yeah, that pass should have a lot more. I just wish there was like a concentrated dose of these guys. I'm sure there's an optimal location. There's enough of them. There we go. I love the atmosphere that they built in the early games where you'd have like Nazgul noises and just general and uneasy sense in the background. And then they made Minas Morgul and it's just super loud. Wow, has it been 5 minutes already? Let's head inside just to see what's what. Pretty sure this is all goblins and wargs and trolls, but... and orcs. We'll see what we got. I don't think I've ever actually gone up those stairs before. I'm sure I have, but I just don't remember. It's such a cool lead up to this instance. Alright, so there's the camp. Let's see. I'm feeling this way. Oh, we got bears and aurochs. I'm definitely out of where I want to be. Maybe if we go way to the north, there might be something here. Nope, this is pretty much just a dead end. Alright. Cool story, bro. Let's go back over the other side. See what's over there. I could have sworn that there were some of those here. Yeah, other side. All the way to the north. Okay, yeah. We shall go over there then. Here we go. Yeah, swamp thing. Nice. Not a bad concentration. Better than the spirits, the shades, if you will. Oh man, this is amazing. I think this is better than the pass. We found the jackpot, jeez. There we go. We're already to 40. $42. Nice. Yeah, this place is awesome. This is the place to farm them, I feel like. Forget the pass. I think this is way better. Hopefully the respawn's not horrible. And they'll be back at the front by the time we walk back up there. But yeah, I think that's like maybe 4 passes and you're good. Five total maybe. Like, that is not bad at all. Yeah, they're starting to respawn. Nice. Or we missed these, one of the two. Yeah, we'll get the bear. He's in the way. He's in our area. It's a clearing field here, buddy. But yeah, I really like LOTRO's Fornost. I think I like War in the North a little bit better, but they still did a really good job in LOTRO. Especially when you get into all the instances and everything. It's a really good job. Let's see what nonsense we got here. Oh wow, those are actually worth some. Oh, because 121. That's not what we looted just now. This is what we looted just now. I was gonna say, like, that's worth a lot. Yeah, that's much better prices. Okay. Starting to get a little worried. Yep, everything's locked. Except for stuff we don't need locked. Okay. Kevin, you really like those emotes, man. It seems like they have different respawn times, because I was pretty sure there was more up there. Interesting. A fearsome rockworm. Yeah, if we get this, we'll get 4,000 XP, which I'm excited about. Here we go. Maybe they were just less outside than I remembered. But yeah, we're already almost halfway done with this deed. And we're only on our second pass. That's not bad at all. I think this will be like 3 more runs and we're done. If even that. It's not me. Glowine just can't stop eating those Doritos. Good deal. But yeah, I'm just ready for LOTRO's new stuff, right? Like right now I'm just in kind of a no! You don't get nothing, other players. Don't you dare. They're encroaching. No wonder there were less out here. Now we know. No, I'm just kidding. They can kill all the ones they want. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is when longtime players take care of everything. When all you want is just like the last Auroch, but the other players killing them all. The last Auroch. Alright, that's a parody. Forget the last unicorn. Bring out the last Auroch. I like my Doritos! You guys are the worst. The worst. Yeah, what's with Nightbot taking so long? Nightbot's on like a serious delay today. Okay, looks like they're done. Good. Good deal. I'm guessing they cleared this place out and ruined our pass, making us take longer. See, if LOTRO wasn't completely free right now, we probably wouldn't have run into those players. That's the price we pay. Why am I in the North Downs? We're grinding deeds. That's why I'm in the North Downs. This is the last of 2 deeds we need. If we finish both of these, we get a meta deed and then I think another meta deed. Yeah. So if we do these 2, we get 8,000 virtue XP. 2,000 apiece for 4 of them. Wrath Tereg is better? Where's Wrath Tereg? You mean over here? Ram Duath? Where's that? Hey Chromite, welcome, welcome. Yes, Chromite, we're working on it, man. We're working on it. It's our last one to cap. Andang Marbet counts for the North Downs. So when you say tons of worms, is it more than 20? Around 50. Okay. Hey Steege, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Alright, well we're already here. If I wasn't already almost done, I'd be back over there, man. Yeah, they do have a longer respawn time over there. That's true. That is true. I've killed those, I don't even know how many times on this character. I feel like maybe I wasn't in the right area. Or maybe it might be the North Downs revamp that messed up for me. I don't know. Pretty confident I've done that a million times, but maybe that was on my lore master and not this character. Because I know on LOTRO Players Adventures we did that a bunch. Ooh, it took 2 shots on that one. That's embarrassing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I had a whole Shadows of Mordor series on YouTube. Oh, Shadows of Angmar. I uploaded the epic story. I've never done a side quest series through Shadows of Angmar, Moria, or really anything until Wildermore. That's when I started doing full zone playthroughs. Oh, I've done them. I just didn't do a series on them. Have you got any more of those orange crackers? What? What do you call them? Doritos? What a weird name. Alright, just hand them over, will ya? You guys are crazy. Yeah, Rise of Isengard, definitely one of my favorite expansions. Never did a full playthrough of it, though. Someday, man. Someday. Maybe. But not today. It's weird that all those respawned, but all these didn't yet. Before coronavirus, I used to cough to hide a fart, but now I fart to hide a cough. Oh my gosh. Hey, take care, Kevin. Thanks so much for tuning in. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. We just need 20 more. Not even. And 10 of those will be outside here. And then 20 are inside. So we're almost done here. Do you want to touch my crusty yellow toenails? Sure thingalo singalo. Oh my goodness. Guys are all crazy. You mean Doritos? Oh my gosh. We need to get that sponsorship stat. Could you imagine every week Glowine doing a Doritos ad? Oh man. Alright, 5 more. Just waiting on those respawns. But it's definitely more peaceful here than in Angmar. That's for sure. One more, are you kidding me? The only reason the UK doesn't have as much obesity as the US is because they don't have good enough teeth to chew food. Hey, there we go, Worm Slayer completed! 2,000 more Virtue XP, we're now to 46. Okay, now we just gotta go defeat Shades. We only need about 50 of them, and then we're good. Mount on up. So we should be getting to at least level 50 on Fidelity. So does anybody know of a great place for the Shades? I know the field right outside is pretty good, but I'm wondering if there's a concentration anywhere. Oh man, I miss this music. It's so sad, yet like heroic. Alright, western and southern fields. So over here. West of the road. Yeah. We had a decent concentration, but it wasn't, like, amazing, right? And then you should try to grow your hair super long like mine. You know, we'll see. Depends on how long Corona goes. Like, we might end up with no haircut for some time, right? What's this one anyway? Defeat Nether. Here we go, this isn't bad. Man, this is gonna make Aragorn jealous. Heavy Ranger's like, man, can't wait till I'm 130. Synchronized attacks. I don't think they like that. Alright. There we go, 3/4 of the way done. I have to dye it really light blonde. I mean, I could, but I think people would be freaked out, right? I think the world would know what to do. Not that the world knows what to do right now anyway. Alright. You could wear a sheep mask? Oh my gosh. Don't encourage him, a Marvelworm. Don't encourage the behavior here. They're still over here, okay. Nice. All right. I bet that would be a good place to go, huh? I mean, we seem to be doing fine over here. Oh yeah, always by the water. What's up with all these whippersnappers making these sheep memes? I didn't even know what a meme was. Till Tom Bombadil showed me. By the way, shout out to Melanath Glewine, the Swedish singing group. The best band ever. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's a whole YouTube video about that. I think a few April Fools ago. Oh man. Yeah, I thought about doing a Glow on YouTube video this year, but just kind of ran out of time before April Fools. But maybe I'll do one sometime. I hope they're getting hits in. And one more. We need one more. There we go. North Down's done. Level 50 on Fidelity. We've gained over 10 levels on our virtues tonight. That's been awesome. Get the treasure caches. Maybe some other time. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's see here. We still have to check out a few things. Go ahead and loot all that. So basically... Oh, hey, we got new mail. I bet that stuff sold on the auction house. I bet. Let's go back to Galtrev real quick and see if our reduced price actually worked. Hopefully, the guy that posted them so low bought ours and up-priced it. I think that'd be funny. Let's see what we got, Galtrev. I don't know why I went to him. I needed to go to here. There we go. It sold. Who, can I see who did it? I don't think you can you? Alright, well let's go to the skirmish camp and get some more. That sold really quickly. Hey, Af, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Up here. You'd think I'd know that by now. Didn't mean to mess up their pond there. If I remember right.
You are ill-equipped to venture into these lands.
Okay. Let's see. How many do we want? Let's get 10. We could get a lot, right? Let's bump it up to 20. We're gonna flood the market just like that guy. We'll get 30. We're gonna go for 50. We're gonna flood this market. Just because at this point, I'm kind of entertained by the fact that somebody majorly undercut our prices, probably because of our previous video. Or maybe just because they saw our prices and posted lower, but either way, it's kind of funny. Alright. Let's see if somebody else bought theirs, though. That would be the really interesting thing. Alright. No, it looks like all theirs are still there. So nobody bought theirs at that price. Also, it looks like people aren't buying them 10 for that. Oh, because the buyout's 75, that's why. They're trying to trick you. Okay, so if we sold 5 for so we sold 6 for 35. I bet we could sell 5 for 35. And maybe even less. Get scrolls from skirmish camps, they make more money. Or from skirmishes, they make more money. Yeah, so Anphalos Scroll of Empowerment. So yeah, they do make a lot more money. The reason that we're doing this is because these, believe it or not, what we were looking at, those small rep accelerators, I sold a few of them, like I think 3 of them, for 100 gold a piece. And then this guy came along and marked down our prices so that we wouldn't be able to get it for this. And so now I'm trying to undercut his prices just because it's something to do. So that's what we're doing. Because I'm kind of entertained by this. Let's do just 5. Now, we probably didn't need to buy 50, but... oh my. Hey, all one. If you are wanting to cheer, you might have to make it be all one word, I think. Not exactly, I don't know exactly the nomenclature. Fahrenheit, welcome, welcome, nice to have you here. Okay. Go ahead and post this. We're going to post it at... we'll bring this up to 15. Hey, Hallwine, thank you, thank you.
Try again.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and post that. We're going to undercut our price by 1 gold with each of these postings. Just for fun. And we're going to bring this up. Uh, 33. Bring this up to 25. And then let's go a little crazy. Go to 30. Bring that up to 26. And let's do one more. And this one we're gonna do at 25. And we'll have this be at 5. Just to really mess with people. Alright, now let's go take a look at getting some more Unfollow Scrolls, which we honestly need for ourselves anyway, and see what that's looking like. Left turns, I just don't know how to do them apparently.
Do not assume to mislead me, Devodiad.
I don't think it's with them. I think it's actually with the LI person. I could be wrong. And man, they really need to go through skirmish camps again and
Did you need
give us some decent stuff. These are way more expensive, jeez. Alright, we got 8 of them. What's the max level now? Like 80 something? Okay, we got 36 out of 37. Let's at least get that one done. There we go. Why should China start a baseball team? They can take out the whole world with just one bat. Oh my gosh. Can you solo or duo the Dragon Raid? No. No, the new raid. The Shelob raid, I should say. You might, I guess you could solo and do it. You're not asking about that. The Dragon Raid, yeah, you can't because I think you need a party size large enough to unlock the movement. I don't know about duo, but I'm pretty sure you can't solo it because I think it actually measures how much your party is before it lets you through. For Dracog. But Shelob, there is no solo option. So, anyway, so let's see. We could max out another one if we wanted to. But I'm going to save them and maybe sell them on the auction house. We have to wait though because we have all the postings up already. And I guess if we wanted to, we could do skirmishes and grind out and flawless Scrolls of Empowerment. I'm guessing if you did it in groups at lower levels, you could probably get like an optimal drop rate, right? You need a minimum 6 players, otherwise you can't open the trapdoor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Alright, so anyway, we may or may not sell these. Let's actually go back to the auction house, see how much they're selling for. Just to see. Now see, we took a left turn that time when we're supposed to take a right turn. But I know that now. So we're getting progress. Progress slowly but surely. I'll probably forget about next week because right now every day is like a week. So, anyway. But yeah, I'm thinking 2 more weeks of doing this. And then we might stop playing this character for a while. Until the next content drops. We'll see. We shall see. We might try to do the Shelob raid one more time. Now that people have pugged it for a while, we might have a better chance. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, we should have looked at those too. So he's selling them for about 50 gold a piece. Give or take. Okay. Alrighty, well I think that does bring this stream to a close. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and haven't already, be sure to follow the channel so you can know when we're live. You can turn off the notification, but at least then on like the side of Twitch it'll tell you if we're live. So if you're watching someone else and their stream is getting a little boring, you can switch over. 50 gold on your server. Some won't pay more than 10 gold each. Wow. Honestly, I wish it was less so I could buy them up. But at the current price, it's worth more for me to sell them than buy them. Or even use them. I'd rather have 50 gold instead of getting one more level on an LI. Because that gets me closer to really good armor that would increase my stats way more than the Infalis increase would. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we were going to check out, almost forgot, we were going to check out this housing magazine here. Let's see here. Give me just a second here. Oh my gosh, they've got an unbelievable amount of stuff on this site. Okay, Let's see. Add. Add. Scene. There we go. Alright, give me just a second. Okay, that's weird. There we go. OBS was frozen for a second. Alright. Okay, for some reason it's not displaying right, but now we're good. Let me switch back over and switch back. There we go. Whoops. One too many. There we go. Alright. This is LOTRO's housing magazine. It's apparently a French site. Although it looks like American and UK flag. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, share your home. You can share your homes. There's a community for questions and stuff. And all sorts of other stuff. X3 creators stuff. Rowan Housing preview. So you can look at Rowan Housing. Palantir tracker. Well, that's interesting. What even is this? People are getting creative putting stuff in floors and interesting. It's a dartboard? Nice, they made like a dartboard thing. That's creative. Oh, that's really cool. The player being in there makes it. Whoa. That looks really nice. What in the world? This takes the cake right here. What even? That's amazing. It looks silly from above. Oh my gosh, people got really creative with these. That's amazing. Sure. Why not have a bunch of bears in a tub? Oh my goodness, this is a Bjorning party house right here. Wow. Wow. That looks awesome. I love that. Jeez, that's terrifying. That's weird, okay. That's neat. Did you get your pig in a blanket? You have to place it in your house. No, I didn't. How do I get the pig in the blanket? Sleeping pig is the code. 10 uses per account. That might actually be unlimited. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I guess this is a French site. Okay, anyway, let's remove that. And take a look here. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Alright, redeem code. Sleeping pig. There we go. Alright, let's go to our house and check out this. I know several of you have said that you wanted to see this today. Let's check this out. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm getting into. And then we're gone. Do 2 or more. Well, let's try the 1 first. We got our dwarf in the barrel. You know, this is a great house, in case you didn't know. I think the Fellbeast nest really completes it. Let's be honest, this is a crack house. There's no 2 ways about it. If you walked into a house and saw this setup, it's a crack house. All right. Anyway, let's see. What size is this anyway? Thin furniture. Thin furniture. What in the world? Okay. That's really trippy. This Andang sadly poor. Whoa. Alright, this is getting a little insane. I think I'm on something here. That's like if LOTRO was a 3D game. Thank goodness we don't have VR in LOTRO, because that'd be the most trippiest thing ever. Just seeing a pie come at you. Oh my goodness. What even is this game? Alright, well, hopefully there will be something else. So far we've had only 3 things. We're gonna wait and see if there's anything else. Just a lot of Z's so far. Man, we really do cover every part of the Lord of the Rings Online. I remember in a LOTRO Players trailer we had, for the website, we had one of the shots was a picture of a sleeping dwarf. And we're like, we cover every part of the Lord of the Rings Online. Including this dwarf. Alright, is he done? I feel like he's done. The second we go away, he's gonna do something. I feel like. Anything? Anything? That is such a weird housing item. Not as weird as the dwarf in a barrel. But it's still pretty weird. Okay, that's a dream. That's a dream right there. Alright, we need to leave before this sheep takes over the world. Strawberries and the One Ring. Man, could you imagine if this pig had the One Ring? It'd be the end of everything. There's supposed to be sheep. I mean, you guys are wanting me to wait. I guess we'll wait a little while longer. But I'm not gonna wait too long. Alright, I'll leave it going. Let me know if there's a sheep so I can look quickly enough, hopefully. We're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid, though. Let's see. Epic Ogre's going. We're gonna raid them. Alright, there is a chance we will be potentially be streaming again later today with some more Mountain Blade 2 War. I keep trying to say Warband because for some reason Warband's just an expansion. But more Mountain Blade. Actually, we were gonna raid Epic Ogre, but there's someone online that we haven't raided before. At least I don't think we have. If we have, it's very rare when we're able to. We're gonna queue up for that. This is the person that has the best hunter guide video in the world. So we're gonna go ahead and raid them. Or Rune Keeper guide, I should say. Rune Keeper. Anyway, we might be streaming again later today with some Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, but that, of course, is not till later. We'll definitely be streaming tomorrow if we don't stream it today. So anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. We got 1 or 2 more weeks of doing these instances and getting our virtues maxed out. And once we do that, I think we'll call it good. And maybe get back into our Stout Axe. Or who knows, we might do our Lore Master and finally advance them. So anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and let's have fun with this raid!